So our first activity is all about collecting data. Now, before you can collect any data from people, you first need a leading question to ask them. Now, I want your leading question to be focused on Year 4 students at Bangkok Prep, because on Monday you're going to have a chance to ask your classmates this question. So that's step one, to come up with a leading question. This is mine. How do Year 4 students at Bangkok Prep travel to school? So the second thing you need is a frequency table, so you can collect your data. I'm going to use mine, or I'm going to create mine using Google Slides. You can do that as well if you want, but you're also more than welcome to use paper and a ruler and a pencil if you would prefer to do it that way. But I'm going to show you how to do this using Google Slides. So the first thing I need is a table. So I'm going to insert and I go to table. Now I've got to think about how many rows I need. I'm going to have 5 options. So that'll be 5 rows. Then I also need another row for my title, so 6 rows altogether. Then I'm going to have 3 columns because I want one to list, in this case, modes of transport. My middle column is going to collect the tally marks, which we will do in the Zoom lesson. And my third column is going to be the total. So there's my table. What I'm going to do now is just some graphics. I'm going to change the border weight so it's a bit thicker, so I can see my table a bit more clearly. What I'm also going to do is highlight this top row because these are my titles. Let me try that again. And I'm going to color them. Let's make a nice yellow color. Make it yellow. Okay, so my first title is Mode of Transport, because I'm asking how people get to school. My second one, this is where I'm going to collect my tally marks. And my third one is going to be for the total. And that I'm going to leave blank until I collect all of my data. Right, I'm just going to make this look a little bit nicer. Change the font. And put it in the middle. I might even make it a little bit bigger, I think. Okay, so then I got to think of some modes of transport. Well, one way we get to school is by walking. We could take the bus. We could take a taxi. Oops, not a taxi. We could take a BTS, or we could just come in a car. Okay, so think of 5 options for you to give your students. So that's my my frequency table complete. And this is the stage that you need it at for your Zoom. So we're not collecting any data yet, but we need our table ready. So let's go through those steps again. Step 1, think of a leading title or leading question, and it has to be focused at Year 4 students at Bangkok Prep so that you can ask them yourself. Step 2 is to make the table, think about how many rows you're going to need and how many columns, and then think of some titles and some options so that you can collect the data when you ask your friends. Okay, so that is your task, to have a leading question and a frequency table ready for your Zoom lesson on Monday.